Yes, students, good morning. And in continuation with the video lecture based on rotational motion, system of particles and rotational motion. In the previous video, we had discussed about the center of mass for various rigid bodies when we had removed the disk. In a disk, when we had removed a certain part, and after that we had calculated the center of mass of that body, and also we had calculated the center of mass by two methods. We had calculated the center of mass, and another question based on the moment we had done. Now today, in the today's video, we are going to discuss the center of mass of a ring, center of mass of a disc, center of mass of a hollow cone and solid cone. Today we are going to discuss. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the center of mass, center of mass of a solid semicircular ring. We are going to calculate the center of mass of a solid semicircular ring. So look at here, I am drawing, this is the axis, and with this axis I had drawn a ring. We had drawn a ring, and in this ring, suppose at angle theta, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. This is x-axis and y-axis, and at angle theta we had considered a small element. This angle is d theta. This angle is d theta, and we had considered an element of mass dm. We had considered an element of mass dm, and it had the radius r. So since it is a case of continuous mass distribution, so mass of the ring is capital M, and radius of the ring is equal to capital R. Radius of the ring is capital R. Now by symmetry, what we are showing, this ring is symmetrical about y-axis. Since the ring is symmetrical about y-axis, so its center of mass will lie along the y-axis. Its center of mass is lying along the y-axis, not along the x-axis. So by symmetry, xcm is equal to 0. By symmetry, we will take xcm is equal to 0. So we have to calculate the value of ycm. And what is the value of ycm? Ycm can be written as integral y into dm upon integral dm. Y into dm, integral dm, we had studied about this formula for the rigid body having the uniform or continuous distribution. We can calculate the ycm, y center of mass, by, or xcm by the formula x into dm upon dm. Now first of all look at the value what you have to calculate. So first of all, we have to calculate the value of dm. First of all, we want to calculate the value of dm. And what is the value of dm? Value of dm, look at here. If we are supposing the mass element, that is mass per unit length, mass per unit length, mass per unit length is represented by mass per unit length, and it is represented by lambda. Mass per unit length is represented by lambda. Okay, so dm, mass per unit is lambda. This is dm we had calculated. So mass per unit lambda, and then length of the arc from here to here, length of the arc. So length of the arc is what? Length of the arc. Length of the arc can be given as, this angle is theta and this is the length of the arc, then it can be r d theta because radius is r. So we can given as lambda into r d theta, lambda into r d theta. Okay, it is the value of dm. Okay students, now we will find the value of what? We have to find the value of lambda. Lambda is the mass per unit length. So what is the circumference of the disk? If the whole disk is considered, its circumference is 2 pi r. Its circumference is 2 pi r. Since we are considering half disk, so it will be equal to mass upon pi into r d theta. Okay, r to r cancel out, and it will be equal to m upon pi into d theta. M into pi dm is equal to m into pi d theta. Now we have to find out the moment of mass along x-axis. Moment of mass along x-axis. We have to find the moment of mass along x-axis. So moment of mass along x-axis means this value is what? This value is r sin theta. This value is r sin theta. How it is r sin theta? Because here calculate the value of sin theta. If you are going to calculate the value of sin theta, then sin theta is equal to what? Sin theta is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. And sin theta is equal to what? Sin theta is equal to perpendicular. This is perpendicular upon hypotenuse is r. So perpendicular can be find out r sin theta. Perpendicular will be r sin theta. So this value is r sin theta. R sin theta. So we have to find the value of its moment, and dm into r sin theta. So its moment is along x-axis, moment of mass along x-axis, it is equal to dm into r sin theta. Dm into r sin theta, and the value of dm we had calculated m upon 2 pi d theta. So m upon pi into d theta, m into pi into the d theta sin theta. Now we have to put this value, we have to put this value here. Look at here, m upon pi d theta sin theta, d theta r sin theta, sorry, r, this is the moment of mass along x-axis. So now we have to put the value moment of mass along y-axis m by pi d theta r sin theta here. Now dear students, put the value here. You will get what? Integral. Now from where to where you have to integrate? That is theta is equal to 0 to, theta will vary from 0 to pi. So we have to integrate the limit over, and the value of y is m upon pi d theta into r sine theta, and upon 0 to pi the whole mass is m. 0 to pi the whole mass is m. Now look at here. Taking the constant outside, so it will be equal to m r pi 0 to pi sine theta d theta upon m. M to m cancel out. Now sine theta, integration of sine theta is equal to minus of cos theta. So it will become what? R upon pi minus cos theta 0 to pi, minus cos theta 0 to pi, and after integrating it, R upon pi minus of cos pi minus cos minus of cos pi minus of minus cos 0 degree, minus cos pi minus of minus cos 0 degree. And on solving it, you will get the value YCM is equal to what? R upon pi and minus of minus 1 minus cos 0 degree is equal to 1, and it is equal to R upon pi, that is equal to 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2R upon pi. Means Y center of mass of this disk will lie at a point YCM is equal to 2R upon pi. YCM is equal to 2R upon pi. So this is about the center of mass of a semicircular ring. Now we will discuss the center of mass for a semicircular disk. Semicircular. Yes, students. Okay. We have to find out the center of mass of a semicircular disk, and this disk is of uniform mass distribution. Uniform mass distribution. This is of uniform mass distribution, means the whole mass is distributed over the disk. For that we had calculated, we had taken a semicircular ring, because we can consider it as the combination of various rings. So elemental ring we had considered at a distance r from the center or origin of the semicircular disk. At a distance r, a elemental disk is considered, and it has mass dm, and its cross sectional radius is dr we had considered. So first mass of the ring we suppose mass of the disk, and mass of the disk is what? Mass of the disk is capital M, and radius of the disk is capital R. Now by symmetry we can say that, by symmetry by symmetry, since it is symmetrical about this, the disk is symmetrical about this, so by symmetry we can say that its center of mass will lie on y-axis, so xcm is equal to 0. By symmetry we can treat that xcm, x of center of mass, is equal to 0, and as xcm is equal to 0, so ycm can be given as integral of y into dm upon integral of dm, y into dm upon integral of dm, and it is equal to integral dm into y upon m. The whole mass of the disk is m. Now mass moment of this elemental ring. First of very important thing, this is to calculate mass moment of the elemental ring. We have to find out the mass moment of this elemental ring and the mass moment of this elemental ring. So look at here, mass dm is situated and dm is situated. If dm is situated and this dm is at a perpendicular distance of 2r pi, this dm is at the perpendicular distance of 2r pi, because this is the center of mass of the disk. So it can be written as dm into 2r upon pi. Now we are interested to calculate the value of dm. How can we find the value of dm? So look at here, dm is what? dm can be written as mass per unit area. So mass per unit area, that is pi r square. Pi r square is the area, and since it is the semicircular, so it is pi r square upon 2. It can be written as m upon mass per unit area. Mass per unit area, which is mass per unit area, that is called as sigma also. It is called as sigma also. Sigma is equal to pi r square. Mass per unit area, mass pi r square upon 2. This is the area sigma. So mass upon sigma into, look at here, if this ring, total area of the ring, look at here, this is the ring. If we are going to stretch this ring into wire, if we are going to stretch this ring into the form of wire, so this is dr, and what is the length? Pi into r. This will be pi, this radius, the pi into r is the total, pi into r. It's the total length into thickness, So it can be written as pi r into dr, and then it is equal to 2r upon pi. Pi r into dr and 2r upon pi. Now pi se pi cancel out, and it will become what? 2m upon pi r square, 2m into pi r square into 2r square dr, 2r square dr. Now putting the value of dm here, 4m pi r square dr. So now look at here, this will vary, the center of mass vary from 0 to capital R. This is capital R, so limit will be 0 to capital R. it will be 0 to capital R, and the value of dm 2m pi r square into 2r square dr, 2r square dr, 2m pi r square dr upon total mass m. Okay, at the place of dm, we had placed it. Okay students, now this will cancel out and it is equal to what? 4 upon pi r square, 2 to 4, 4 upon pi r square integral 0 to r, 4 upon pi r square integral 0 to r square dr, r square dr. Yes, look at mass moment of the elemental ring. Mass moment of the we had calculated dm into y. This is dm into y. This along y axis. This is the mass moment we had calculated here. So we had placed 4 upon pi r square dr, and now do the integration of here ycm, that is equal to m to m cancel out and 4 pi r square is taken out, r square dr, and r square dr integral r square dr is what? 4 upon pi r square, and it is equal to r cube upon 3, 0 to r, and it is equal to what? It is equal to 4 upon pi r square and upper limit r cube upon 3 minus 0 upon 3, and now it will be equal to what? 4 r upon pi, 4 r upon pi, because r square to r cancel out, and the center of mass of the disk, it is equal to 0 and 4 upon 3, 4 upon 3, 4 r upon 3 pi. So look at here, first of all we had considered the mass disk, this formula we had taken. After that we had calculated the mass moment. For calculation of mass moment we had mass per unit area, we had find the mass per unit area, and this mass per unit area calculated, and for this mass per unit area is divided through whole area of the ring we had supposed. Whatever the ring we had supposed, throughout the area we had multiplied pi r into dr, pi r upon into dr, and from here 2r upon pi the mass moment, so we had calculated 2r upon pi, and from that we had cancelled out whatever the terms required, and from here we had find the center of mass of the semicircular disk. Now there are two more cases, that is cone, hollow cone and solid cone. So we will discuss that hollow cone and solid cone in the next video. So that's all for today. Thank you students.